Okay. Hi everyone. Hi Sean.
Hi.
Lilani, Imani, how are you? Sean, Chantel is, where is Chantel? Or she's joining?
She's still eating.
Okay, okay, just and Fen. Okay. So did everyone try out? I think everyone was able to test out everything, right? What we did last time.
The app refused to work.
The app. Huh? So don't worry, we are going to review it in a few. So just a minute. Okay. But you are able to switch on the LED, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll just review what we were doing last time. Have a look at a few things and then do a few, maybe we can actually write some new code today. Okay, so Leilani, Imani,
Yes.
are you okay?
Yes.
Okay, so you were able to test out the, you're able to do the LED, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's awesome. So yeah, try work together. It's always faster because when someone figures something out, then the other one will help. So teamwork is great. Okay, so today do you think we can get to this level? We do a circuit this complex because we're going to do something like this today. We'll try. Eventually, we are going to do a traffic light. So you have three colors, the traffic lights, the red, green, and yellow. So you'll do that, and we'll actually try some code as well. Okay. So Sean, is Chantal done?
No.
Okay. So, but I think okay. Let me. So maybe just to review what we did last time. We learned what an LED is, and you saw how to do the connection. It has two terminals or two connections. The long one is the positive, and the short one is negative. So also the other thing today, we'll start off with the electronics, and then the next after maybe 1 hour, we're going to now switch to the upper. So for the electronics, we'll just review and then move on to what we have prepared today. So yeah, So like I said, for the LED, we saw that it has two sides, that's the positive and the negative. If you put it opposite, it's not going to work. Leilani, did you, what was wrong with the connection last time?
I just changed the bulb and then it worked.
Oh, maybe maybe something happened when, because sometimes just try out so that it doesn't confuse you next time. Just try, maybe mark it so that it might be, it got burnt out. So yeah, so just switch it and mark it and put it aside, because it might confuse you a lot next time.
Okay.
Okay, then we also learned on resistors. So with the resistors, especially like for the LEDs, if you don't use a resistor, it's going to burn out. So always make sure you have a resistor there. And for the resistor, if it's too big, it's also not going to light. So just make sure you choose the right size. It's, for the LEDs, it's normally should be 220 to 230 there. Okay. Then yeah, 220 to 230 there, and then you also learned on using the resistor color coding. So we'll actually have an exercise today, more like a quiz. So everyone, but I think everyone learned how to do that. So you should be able to handle it. Okay. So okay, then maybe then the other one is on the breadboard. Is everyone comfortable with the breadboard, or is everyone comfortable with the breadboard, or you need us to review that? You understood the connections? So maybe just a few other notes is, when you're doing the connection for like the resistor or the like the LED, like you're seeing here, make sure you push it in properly. Yeah? If you don't push it in completely inside, it's not going to work. Okay. So always make sure you push it in properly until it's like, see the way they've done this resistor over here. So make sure you push it in completely. So because sometimes if it's loose, it will not work. And then the other thing to note is the connections usually look like this, this and this. Then so for the where you have the red and the blue lights, the blue lines, the connection is straight. So if you connect a wire here, it gets connected to, so if you connect a wire here, it's also connected on this other side. Chantel is ready? Sean? Oh, she's there. Okay. You can use one computer as well. Okay. Okay. So the other part is also for the connections inside, they are parallel like this. So if you look at connections, they're now opposite to what they, or how they look on this other one here. So when you do a connection here, it also connects here, but it's separated in the middle here. So this connection is a line here and here. Okay, welcome Chantel. So we're reviewing this one. I think this one was a bit confusing last time. So make sure you, and if you don't understand, maybe just make sure you raise your hand and tell me to explain again, okay? So for these connections, the direction is this way. So it connects this way, and there are as many as they are numbered. For the boards we have are numbered like the one on the right here. So it's 1, 5, 10, 15, like that. So, but just try check. It's they are connected this way. So if we connect a resistor here like we did last time, like you're seeing on this LED, if we connect here, then it's connected here as well. Okay. So these ones will help us to do a lot of connections without, especially when they help a lot for testing out. So like right now we're doing a lot of tests. Today we'll end up doing something like this. We'll have a traffic light. So, and I want you to simulate a traffic light. But now we'll also learn to do some coding as well. Okay. So maybe just as a review of what. Okay. The other thing is, did we learn? Did you get to learn a few sensors? What sensors did you find in the? What sensors did you find in the kit we gave you, Sean?
A joystick.
Okay. Yes. So right now I'll explain two things. There is a sensor and there is something we call an actuator. So I'll tell you the differences between those two. Okay. But you saw a joystick. Okay. Anything else? Chantel? Chantel, did you see any sensors? Imani?
I don't know.
Yes. Sorry, what did you say?
I don't know.
Okay. I'm going to show you right now. Leilani, did you see any sensors there?
The humidity sensor.
Yes, yes. The humidity sensor, that's look for something that looks like this here in the kit. See this one here. So this one we're going to use it sometime later, but like we said, we usually check a few, like the same way our body is able to actually sense. Yes. So the same way our body is able to sense like temperature, you're able to actually see, you smell as well, or hear, or taste as well. So robots do the same thing for them to understand where they are. So sometimes they just want to know the temperature. So you'll use something like this here. So yeah, so you've seen some sensor that looks like this in the kit. So you'll use a sensor like this for checking humidity. There is a lot of sensors in that kit, so just check. There's one that looks like this. This is a very interesting one here. This one here checks the distance, so you can actually measure, or if you actually attach it on a robot, you can tell the distance maybe between the sensor and the wall. So have you learned how bats work or how they fly? Yes. Like when bats are flying, they make a sound and then they wait for it to come back, and then they can actually tell if they're going to hit a wall or not. So like this sensor here, it's called an ultrasonic distance sensor. So it does the same way the bat works. So it sends a sound and listens, sends a sound and listens. So it's pretty nice, and we'll actually use it as well on probably like on a robot, or maybe to light, or yeah, an interesting. I'll show you one. Maybe for instance, if you're doing some work and you don't want people to disturb you, you can put an ultrasonic sensor at the door. If someone walks in, then there's a sound that will be made and they know they need to go away. That sounds like a good one, right? So you see this one here. So there are very many sensors. There's temperature. So we're going to learn them over time. Okay. So, and always know, yeah, yeah, just I mean. So yeah, so just so that's basically it. And then today we're going to There is also actuators. So for actuators, this is something that you'd say like the same way we are seeing this robot. An actuator is something a robot will use to do something like it's the same way you use your hands or your legs to actually do something. Once maybe you've touched something and you feel it's hot, then you move your hands away or your legs away. So, but we'll get to that point. So for today, I think I just want to just dive back to what we were doing last time. So let me see. Ben, thank you. Welcome. Maybe just for Ben, let's just have a review on the breadboard. Okay. So you see, Ben, you can hear us? Just confirm. So maybe you, yes, Ben. So we're reviewing the breadboard, and I think just make sure that people don't get confused because we're going to do a lot of connections here today. So the breadboard basically has several lines. So like there are these connections that follow the red line and the blue line. So these ones usually go this way, like they are parallel to the lines there. So if you connect a wire here, it's also connected on this other side. And then inside there are these numbers here. So these ones are like columns and the other ones are like rows. So for the ones inside, they connect opposite to or perpendicular to the ones that are at the top here. So when you connect a line here, make sure you connect the wire along the same line. Okay. Okay, Vin, good. So, but just maybe also the other thing you could do is take a picture of this. Take a picture of this and make sure you try remember it when you're doing the connections. Today we'll do something like this. So we're going to do, last time we did only one LED. So today we're going to do like 3 of them. And we'll do 3 of them and we'll actually maybe add some code as well to it. Yeah. So so it's just grab so the other thing is you can check Lillian's camera, or for Lillian's camera you'll see there's a video or there's a stream of what we're actually doing. So maybe for now these are the items you'll need. So just get a breadboard, get your resistors, get the Arduino as well, and the USB cable. Okay. So just thumbs up when you have everything there with you. Okay. Just thumbs up when you have everything. Okay. So yeah, so like you see, just you can place them like Lillian has placed them there. So 220. So resistors, make sure you have the 220 resistors. Yeah, so okay, Sean, awesome. Everyone else ready? Resistors, USB cable, your Arduino, breadboard. And also I think we can try a button as well. Make sure you have a button. So the button looks like this. You can grab any color. So you have that. Okay, Chantal, ready? Leilani? Good.
Yes.
Okay, Imani?
Yes.
Then okay. Let's see. When you're ready as well. Okay, so let me just share my screen. So there's an online site I'll use here. It's really nice, so you can also try it out. Let me just share the link. You just sign up, but maybe we can do that later. For now, you can just follow. We'll do the actual connections. So that website helps because you're able to actually you can test the connections online without maybe doing testing them out first. So let me just remove all the wires. Okay. So first we're going to start with these LEDs. One LED. So just grab one LED. So first the button. So take your button and place it the same way I've placed it there. So you can place it 2 legs on this side and then the other 2 legs on this side. So it should be somewhere in the middle. Okay. It should be standing on the middle, and then 2 legs on this side and 2 legs on the other side. And you see, like the same way this connection is. So this line is all connected. This one as well. Then yeah. So if you do a connection here, then it's the same as this other. So the other thing we're going to do is take the resistor and place it like this. So you remember we said this line is connected. So you place it there, and then so you place the 220 resistor.
Remember, 220 resistor is the one that's red, then black, then brown.
Yes. So
remember how we were calculating the values? So the red, black, brown is the
220 red, black.
black.
So make sure you choose this one. I've sent it on the chapter. So red.
Black.
Okay. So then the other thing you'll do is place the LED like this. So okay. Make sure the long leg is the one that will be on the side of the resistor. The long leg will be on the side of the resistor. So this is the long leg and the short one will be here. Okay. When you're done, just thumbs up. Thumbs up when you're done.
If you're having a challenge, just unmute.
Sean, you've been able to do that? Okay. Chantel? Okay, Leilani? Imani?
Not yet.
Okay, just do that. And then, and also remember to check the directions. Then the other thing we'll do is we'll do a black wire. So you'll grab your Arduino and we'll do something that like this. So do a connection, the red wire here and the black wire. The red wire to go to 5V and the black wire to go to ground. When you're okay. Then so let me do the connection here as well. So what will happen is the moment you do this, if you connect your USB cable now and press the button, this is what should happen. The LED should go on, right? So Sean, maybe just, I think you're one ahead. Just try that. So just try follow and do that. Imani, you okay? Just try follow this the same way we've done the connection. The difference between this and what we did last time is we've added a button so that we are actually able to control it ourselves. So you can, yes, Imani?
Nothing.
Okay. So just follow the same way we've done this connection. The only thing is we've added okay, Chantal, that's it's working. So just connect, when you're done, connect the USB cable and try the switch and see if it's working. So thumbs up if it's working.
My switch isn't working.
Your switch. So make sure you there. So there's awesome Imani. So for the other thing you need to do is make sure you put it push it inside well. Like make sure you've pushed it in the breadboard properly, because if it's not pushed inside properly, then there is no connection. And also make sure that you've done the LED connection correctly. The long wire should be on the resistor and the short wire should be on the where we've connected GND or ground. Imani and Chantal. Leilani, it's working?
Mine, you can check with her.
And the good thing, I think it's only Vin who is alone, but for the other two groups, whoever finishes, you can, but maybe just see first if they're not okay, then you can try help the other person. Awesome. That's awesome, Leilani. Sean, you've seen the problem? Those issues happen sometimes, so just try check. And then the other thing is, you see, this how the I'll say the button looks like. So you'll connect it this way, like the two legs that are closer to each other are the ones that should be on one side of the bread. So like that. Also, just check, make sure, maybe you can switch and the LED and put another one. Sometimes, like what Leilani has said, it could be an LED that maybe has a problem. So you can try a different one. So today, it seems everyone is very okay with the breadboard and connections. That's awesome. Vin, you okay? It's working or no? Chantel? Okay. So for maybe let me just explain again. For the connection, so this how we're going to do the connections. Or what you need to remember is this. On the breadboard, the connections in the inside go this way. So if you connect one thing here, then what the other, for instance, if it's a wire you're going to connect here, it's also going to be connected on the other side. So we can start maybe with one component. So for those who've not managed, let's just remove everything and let's start again. So just start with the LED first. LED, place it like this here. So get the LED. So you have the LED. So place it here, and then you have, this is the short leg and this is the longer one. Okay. Chantel and then just try follow. So place the LED there, and you have the short leg here and the long one here. Okay. Then now what I want to do is take a black wire and connect it here. Connect the ground and the short wire on the short leg here. So this should be the black wire. Okay, there. Then now I want you to pick the resistor. Make sure it's red, brown, red, brown, and place it there like this. So the resistor should be connected on the same line with the long leg. With the long leg. Red, brown. Red, black, sorry. So it's red, black. Red, black. Red, black, brown. I think it's a brown at the end. Red, black. Okay, awesome, Chantel. So be able to do that, Sean, as well. So this, and then now take this. If you have take the button, and then make sure one leg is on the same line as the resistor. One leg is on the same line as the resistor here, like this. So, and then make sure the two legs that look close to each other are the ones that are connected on this side. So just look at Lillian's video, you'll see. So make sure it's these two legs are the ones that are on this side. So the two that look closer to each other are the ones that should be here together. And then, so place it there. And then once you've done that, look at the other side. So this other side is where we're going to do the connection for the red wire. Then, yeah, do the connection for the red wire like this. Then, Chantal and Sean, you've been able to do that? So once you've done that, then connect your USB cable and then just press the button like this. So you'll see like what is happening on this one. When you press it, it goes on and off. You can press and hold, you'll see it doing that. Okay. So it's working now, Sean? Okay. So maybe what you can do is you can just show us the breadboard. Maybe there is something that's not connected. Okay. Oh, okay. The light came on. Then maybe try this faster. Just take the red wire. Take the red wire. Take the red wire and connect it where the resistor is, at the first point here. So the light should be the same as we did like last time. Okay, just a minute. Take the red wire, do this. Then do this as well. Just ignore this. Take this away and place it somewhere else, and then just do the connection like this. It should stay on if you do that. So is that working? Chantel? No. Then there must be, maybe just remove that LED and put it aside, because this should be working. Okay. Make sure this is the short side, is the one connected to the black, and the long side connected to the red, to the resistor. It's the same way we had done last time. But let me place it here. Okay, Chantel, it's working now. Okay. Then no. Okay, and the breadboard, the Arduino is going on, right? The lights are on the Arduino. Okay. Okay, Chantel, just remove the button there first. And also make sure you look at this very well. Okay, so remove that and then now do the connection, just the LED and the resistor alone. LED and the resistor alone. Then just try do the same. And if that LED is not working, just put it aside and let's try. And then the other thing you need to make sure you do right is this. There are two of these GNDs, so you can put in either of them, but just try separate this. Put in the first one here, and then make sure you put it on 5 volts, 5V. So the red wire goes to 5V and the black wire goes to GND. So let me just place them here. Should look like this. Okay. Sean, at least it should be lighting when you do this. So the LED here, short leg here, the long leg here, a resistor, and the 5 volts wire here. Okay. Like this, like that. And also make sure the resistor you have is the red, brown, red, black. Yes, red, black, brown. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, Sean, Chantel. Okay. Maybe we can try a yellow LED. Try a yellow LED. Awesome, Sean. Okay. Chantel. Vin. Try a yellow LED and make sure you have the long leg here and the short one here. So I'll want maybe so that we on the same page. The other thing is so maybe Sean will do this. So take the switch and bring it here, and then since it's lighting now, just do this. So the wire should be on top, not below the switch. So yeah, but just do this. Just the same, since it's now working. So now then do this and then connect the USB cable. Also, the other thing is when you're doing the connections, always remove the USB cable first. So when you're doing the connections, remove the USB cable, do the connections, and then connect it back. Because sometimes it can, you might end up burning some of the components. So when you're doing the connections, remove it first and then do the connection. Like this. So, okay, thumbs up if it's working. Ben, please confirm if it's working. If it's not, we'll try just maybe work, and we'll try check and see what's happening. Okay. So the other thing we'll do is, so today I want us to do some programming. The Arduino is not only used for, not just maybe the ones we were doing are basic, but it's now known, or its potential is usually in actually doing so many other things, like in terms of controlling. You can actually do a lot of controls with it. So let's just put aside, for those who've not been able, I'll assist you separately. So just pick the Arduino and have a look at it. Make sure you're able to identify all of these things we'll point at here. So for the Arduino, you'll see it looks like this. There's this big port here, but we're not going to use it for now. But some other time, we'll maybe, like when you're doing a robot, we're going to do the connections. We'll connect the battery here. Then there's this big port here where that we're using as the USB port. So this one here is now, when you're doing any connections, so when I say USB port, this is what we're going to use. And then the other important things is all of this here. So these connections that we've been using, I'll be calling them pins. So pins, so like when I say pin 13, you'll see where the number is, like 13, 12, 11, all the way. Like on this side here, they're called digital pins. So digital is more an on or off, on, off, on, off. I think you've had a lot of people saying digital. That's basically what it means. So on, off, on, off. So all of this, we are going to use them when we want to switch something on or off, on or off. And then there is this other side here that is A0, and it goes all the way to A5. So these ones are analog. So for analog, it's usually something like temperature. So we use them a lot to measure. So like when you want to measure temperature, those are the ones that we're going to use. And then the ones we've been using a lot here are for power. So the red ones have power. So like this 3.3. 3.3 is its voltage, but it's a bit lower. And then there's 5V, that's 5 volts. So it's also slightly lower, but just these 3 volts and 5 volts. And then this one here is for, you could use it as well, but we'll just leave it for now. So we'll be using mainly the 2 grounds and 5 volts or 3.3. So when I say connect to pin 3.3, you know where it is. Just look, all of them are written, and you'll also see here they're written as well: power, analog, and digital. So there are those two sides. So today we'll use the 13. So we'll use 13, but for the exercise on the traffic lights, I'll want you to, you can do the same, but now like just, you'll just be adding the numbers 13, 12, and 11. Okay. So that's there. So the other part is this. So just go to open. There's an app we installed, right? There's an app we installed called Arduino. So just open that app. There's an app we opened called Arduino. So just go there and open it here. You'll see a window that looks like this. Open it and did everyone install this? I think we had shared it. So make sure you just open this window and let's have a look at it. So this is the Arduino. So for us to be, this is the Arduino app. So for us to be able to program, who is you, or you don't know me? Someone has joined and
No, that's right. That's right.
oh, Chantel, hi. Okay. So the other thing, has everyone been able to open this? Sure, thumbs up. You've been able to open Arduino. Okay. Leilani, been able to open Arduino?
I opened it, but it's they're like just a list of things. So I pressed link, and it's giving me something to read.
Okay, just maybe share your screen. Let's see.
It's on the tablet.
Oh, okay. This one is you're using your tablet at the moment.
Yes.
Okay, we'll need a computer for this one. Just go to the maybe, or you can use one computer with Iman.
Okay.
You don't sign up for the tablet. It's
So
supposed to be installed on the computer.
for this one it's an app on the computer. So just open like click on the Windows key, the start menu, and then start menu, and open open, what is it called, Arduino.
Money, you have it on your computer.
Chantel. So okay, so maybe just whoever's having a challenge, just share your screen, please. Chantel, Vin. Chantel, you able to open it? When have you been able to open it as well? Imani? Okay. Leilani, have you managed?
Not yet.
Did you install it? So the other thing I'll do, I'll just share it on, if you did not download it, I'll send you a link on the chat so that you're able to download it. Huh? So just check on the charts if you don't have it. Okay, so if you don't have it, just go to the charts. I've sent a link. So what you'll do is you'll go to this window here. So the link will open this window. So on this window, if you're using Windows 10, just use this. If you're using a Mac, you can use this to download. So, but though that will take some time, so just let it download and then we'll see what to do later. What I'll do is I'll send like a set of instructions of what we need to do, because I think right now I need to switch maybe to the next. Okay. Okay. So just check the file. Okay, Chantel found it. It has worked. Okay. Leilani, Imani, we found it. Leilani and Imani, have you found it?
Not yet.
Okay, if you don't find it, then just use this. You can use either of these two links. So if you're on a Windows PC, oh, okay. Sorry, let me. So you can use either the website or you can use on Google Drive. But I think the website might be easier. So if you're using Windows 10, click on this link. On Windows 7, use the first one, and if you're on a Mac, use this link here. So you'll just click that and then click on just download. Okay, Chantel, just share your screen. Share your screen, please. Yes, nice. That has opened. That's good. So that's what we're going to be using today. Imani, you can share your screen.
I haven't yet downloaded it.
Oh, okay. And Leilani?
I haven't yet.
Okay, okay, so let's do this. Let me just take you through it and then we'll do it later. Okay. So maybe just Chantel, you can stop sharing and then I'll just show you everyone first how to go about it. So once you download, you'll just install the app and then yeah, you'll just install the app and then next thing we'll do is you'll come here. So the app it's really simple, but it's very powerful. So what we'll be doing is we'll be using this a lot. So on this side here, there is help. You can always use this. You can always use this if you get stuck, but for now we'll be assisting you on that. And then the other thing is here, when we say of boards, you'll always make sure that when you connect it, when I tell you to maybe choose the right board like Arduino Uno, the one you have right now is Arduino Uno. So you'll be coming here, you come to boards, and then AVR boards, you choose Arduino Uno, so because that's the one we'll be using. And then here, if sometimes it will have maybe some issue and it doesn't connect, so you'll just come here and choose the right port. Yeah. Then the other thing is this here. So these keys here we'll be using. So when we write some code, so for instance, this code here. So sometimes you're going to write some code. So we'll write some code like this. So I might just tell to just verify. So it's usually good. Sometimes you might have an error or you might forget something. So we'll use this. You can just verify and it will start compiling. And then when you've connected the USB cable, what the other thing we'll be doing is uploading. Like we've written some code and we want to upload it to the Arduino. So we'll be doing this. So you will just select this. So once you've written the program, you click upload. And when you click upload it, the program will now, the code will now be compiled and taken to your Arduino, and it will do whatever you told it to do. Then there's this others of this one, you'll use it to save your work. If you want to open a file, you'll use this just the same way you use, for instance, Microsoft Word. So yeah. The other thing is this will always, when you open a new one, it will be having this. It will be having these two windows. It will be having these two. So these two more like sections of the program. We'll be starting with setup and then we'll be doing loop. So these two will always be there on all the programs or all the examples we are going to do will have these two, but they are going to always be slightly different. So the exercise we'll do today is we'll try just like the LED. So you'll just do this connected. You'll come to this section here. I'll share this note so that everyone is able to follow. So you'll just come to this section here, come to examples, then blink. So when you click blink, this is what will open. What will open is this. So every time we want to use this, we'll be using, every time we are using, like we want to, like for instance, this example just does a very simple thing. It switches on the LED and then switches it off. How we are able to do that is we do this. So for instance, for the Arduino Uno, you have this section here, we're going to be using 13 for that. So you will specify the pin, like we've seen in the Arduino, we have 13 digital pins. So you can do all the way from 0 to 1 to 13. So you'll be telling it, maybe I want this 13 to be an output, so that you can actually maybe use it to tell it on or off. So this is where we do the setup. And this here we call it initialization. So we'll do this, and then the other thing we'll do is digital, right? So in the loop, this here, what loop means is it keeps repeating this section forever, literally forever. Provided there's power, it's going to keep repeating this section here. So for this, what you'll do is you'll write, when we write digital write high, this turns on the LED. And then if we say digital low, if we write digital low, then this will turn off the LED. But now what we do, the other thing we do is we add a delay. So here we measure the time in milliseconds. So when we give it 1,000, it will be more. When we give it 1,000, it will be more of 1 second. So there is 1,000 milliseconds in 1 second. So yeah, that's basically what this is. Okay, and this one as well. So we'll turn on. So what this loop section here means is you'll turn on the pin 13 high, and then leave it for 1 second, and then turn it off. Leave it for 1 second, and then it repeats. So it will keep doing this forever, right? So yeah. Okay, that's understood. So it's pretty simple. So for those who've been able to connect, you can actually try do that. Just go to file, then go to examples, then basic, and then click blink. So select this. So when you select that, you'll now come to tools. Chantel, Sean, you've been able to do that? Then I think I'll assist Sean, Chantel, and then separately, and Imani as well. Imani, you've managed to install?
Not yet. It's still loading.
Okay. Okay, so Sean and so now just click the connect the USB cable and then click upload, and then just look at what it will say here in this section. Make sure it's eventually tells you done compiling or uploaded. So this is what it will look like. So also for everyone else, when we set up everything else, this is what everything should look like. So we'll click upload, and then it's going to do all these numbers here. If it refuses, make sure you come to this port here. Come to this port here in this section. Make sure you choose the one it will tell you there. Then you can do the upload. So, Sean, you've been able to do that?
It has refused.
Okay, yeah, just share your screen. Okay, click on should be file. Okay, click upload. Okay, is there any other option here? Just click, there is the button on the right side, all the way to the right. Yellow, click the yellow one. No, I think that's minimize. Just switch back to it. At the right side, there's a drop down. Just scroll to the other side, all the way back to the other side. Yes, there. click that button.
This one.
Yes. Okay, that's for a new tab. Okay, just cancel that. Yeah. Has Chantel been able to upload? Maybe just disconnect and connect back the USB cable.
Okay.
Okay, so okay, I think I know what the problem is. It's some Mac. It's an issue on the Mac. But okay, let me let's just switch to the app development first, and then we'll sort it out before we end the class. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's just we go to yes. Okay. So
Hi. So we want to start the App Inventor programming. So first of all, Sean, you're having an issue. Sean,
Yeah.
did you install the emulator, the
No,
startup?
it refused.
So now when you go to App Inventor, you remember how we were accessing it? Just go to your browser and go to MIT App Inventor. So when you go to connect, go to connect on the left after my projects. On the left side, no, this other side. My projects, then connect. On the left side, top left.
Yeah.
Select emulator. Able to retrieve. Okay. This is the same for Chantel. Chantel, you're also having an issue. Chantel? Chantel, were you able to connect?
Didn't work for the laptop and here also.
It didn't work?
Yeah, for both of them.
Okay. Leilani and Imani?
Yes.
Leilani?
Yes.
Yours is working on the phone, the app.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so Sean, I don't know. You said you cannot access any Android phone in the house at the moment?
Yeah.
Okay, then I think I'm just going to help you after the class. We'll sort that emulator issue out. So, but for now, let's open project and we continue with the project that we had last time. So I don't know who will share their screen. Somebody share your screen, maybe Leilani. Leilani, share your screen.
I'm not at the projects yet.
Okay, okay. So just go to MIT App Inventor.
Yes.
Then create apps. The same procedure as when we were setting up. So create apps, log in using your Google account. Then we had named it SpeechBot. So it will give you a list of projects. When you go to the, Sean, when you go to the top left, my projects, when you click my project, it will give you the list of all the ones we've been creating so far. And then you'll select SpeechBot. Maybe let me share my screen. So, Leilani, are you on MIT App Inventor?
Yes.
Imani? Imani?
Yes.
Then? Chantel? Chantel? Chantel, are you with us? Okay, so you just go to MIT App Inventor. MIT App Inventor. So the first one that pops up on your browser, then create apps. Then anything that pops up, just say continue. Then when you come to the left corner, you'll see my project. So when you click my project, it will give you a list of your previous ones. So then we want to go to SpeechBot. Okay? Is everyone there? Sure, like that?
Yeah.
Imani?
Almost.
Okay. So Sean,
Yeah.
okay, hi. You can hear me now. Sorry about that.
We can hear you.
Yeah, yes, I'm really sorry about that. I think
Okay.
it's an issue with my internet.
Okay, fine.
Okay. Sean, would you share your screen with us?
Okay.
Okay. So everyone has been able to open their previous project. Leilani and Imani?
Yes.
Okay. So our project, we had two functions last time. So one was whenever when you shake your phone, it responds by asking you to stop shaking it. And the other one was whenever you type, it's able to voice whatever you're typing. So, and Leilani and Imani were able to test it out, but Sean and Chantel, and also Van, maybe you can just chat with me and tell me if you're able to get it working. Okay. So let me just share my screen. So Sean, you can stop sharing. So today I want to introduce us to some new concepts. So I want to introduce the concept of variables and functions as far as programming is concerned. So variables can be thought of as containers that hold values. And there are two types of variables. We have global variables and we have local variables. So a global variable can be used at any point in your program, but a local variable can only be used when you're working within a certain function. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how they are created on App Inventor. So let me just start a new project. I call it variables. So just do whatever I'm doing that we can learn together. So just start a new project and call it variables. So I think I've already created it. So let me just call it variables 2. So note that when you're naming your project, you can't use spaces. So even if you want to have 2 words, just write them as 1 word. So let's go to blocks. Remember, we had said that this is the design editor. This is where you design how your app will look or how the end user will see it. So let's go to blocks. So under blocks, you can see variables. So you can see the one that says initialize global. So just drag and drop it to our workspace. So when you want to delete a block, you just select it, and then on your keyboard you can either backspace or you can right click and delete. So you can delete, you can also copy and paste it. So you select it, Control C, then Control V, and it's going to duplicate it. So now the first one is how you create a global variable. And then when you go to variables again, you can see the ones that are local, initialize local to, you've seen that? So notice for the first one, it will just initialize a global variable to a certain value. Maybe you can call it, maybe you can call it a coin. Initialize global coins to, you can initialize it maybe to 0. So you go to math and you pick the 0. So notice the difference. For initializing the global one, it doesn't have a function within which it will work. But for local variables, you also have to define the function within which it will work. Okay? So that's the difference. And we've said that variables are what will store values. So let's say we had a game, for example, we had a game where somebody was collecting coins. So what would happen is this global variable, at any time when the coins are incremented, it would also increment the value here. So our variable, which is global coins, is what will be storing the value. Let's say 1, 2, all the way. Maybe if you have 10 coins, it will be storing that value of the coins. So that's why we give it a name here. The same will apply for the local variable. The only difference is that now for local variable, it will only work within a certain function. and not within the whole program. Okay? Okay. So you've been able to select those variables. Sean? Okay, just thumbs up if you're good. Leilani? Is everyone feeling well? Okay, Leilani? Imani? Chantal? Just thumbs up if you're good. Ben? Ben? Okay, great. Okay, I just messed my screen up anyway. So yeah, that's variables. So just think of it as what holds the value. So a global one we've said can be used in multiple scopes or in any part of your program, but a local one will only work within a certain function. So now let us look at functions. So a function is a procedure that will take arguments and return a value. A inventor procedure calls a sequence of blocks together into a group. So there's also something called procedure. So procedure is how you'll want your blocks to, or how you'll want your program to run. Basically, you're going to say, I want to first collect the coins, and then I'll want to increment it. If the person has collected all the coins, I'll want to tell them that they've won the game. So that is how your program will go, and that's how you're going to have your procedure. So let's go back to App Inventor. So let's go to the designer. Let's say we use a button. So when you go back to blocks, when you come to your button, it's going to give you different functions from which you can now create your program. We saw that the one we worked with last time was when button 1 is clicked, do something. And for this part, I think we were having it reply and give some text. So you guys remember the project we had? Maybe you can just open it, the speech bot. So designer, projects. So my project speech bot, or whatever you named it. So when you come to blocks, you'll see the functions that we had. So when button 1 is clicked, what does it do? It will call text to speech, and it's going to speak a certain message. Then for the second one, where we are trying to use the accelerometer sensors on our phones, the function was when the accelerometer is shaking, what does it do? It will call text to speech and speak a certain message. So I don't know, did we do this one? Did we do the text box one? I don't think we did it. I don't know, someone share their screen. I want to see where we... Leilani, share your screen. Leilani, we are waiting for you to share your screen. So the app that we made, when a person clicks the button 1, it was giving a certain message according to whatever you input there. And also when you shake your phone, it would say stop shaking. So now we want to finish it up by adding a text box such that as somebody is typing, it's able to say whatever you want to say. Okay. So I want us to add a text box to the app. such that when someone types out something, the app will be able to voice whatever they're saying simply by them typing. So the one we have is when the button is clicked, it's going to speak whatever message you've already input here. So let's go to Designer. Go to Designer and add a text box. User interface, look for text box. Good. So text box. So now let's go back to blocks. So when you go to text box, look for text box.text. I think it's the text box.text. It's in green. Are you seeing it? Text box.text, yes, somewhere there. The third one. The third one where you are. No, don't move. That one, the second one. Yeah, that one. Text box to text. No, not that one. Okay, delete. Just backspace. Okay. Let's go back, text box. So the text box one.text. Yeah, that one. Okay, now you're seeing where we had put speak message. The one you said, what may I help you with today? Just delete that one. No, like delete the whole block. Yeah, then now put that one there. So now what this one does is, it's going to have a text box on the app, and then the user will be typing whatever they want to say, and then the app will be voicing it. When they finish typing and you say enter, then now it's going to voice whatever you have typed. So you can go ahead and connect. You have your app. Sean and Chantel, don't worry, we'll test it. I'll sort out the emulator issue with you later, and then we're going to test it after the class. So connect to your emulator so that we can test it.
It's connected.
It's connected, okay. So are you able to see a text box?
Yes.
So now just type into it whatever you want to say. Maybe you can type, Sean and Chantel will sort it after class or something. Just type in whatever you want to say. And then when you're done, click button 1.
Sean and Chantal will sort it after class.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so it's working. So Sean and Chantel will try it after. So now we're done with this project or this app, which is SpeechBot. So what it's doing is when you type in whatever you want to say, it's able to voice it for you. And we said such an app can be used maybe when you're talking to someone in a different language. It can also be used to communicate with someone who cannot speak. So yeah, so as we're continuing to develop apps, make sure that it's always trying to solve a certain problem. So yeah, that's it. So maybe you can shake it, Leilani.
Please stop shaking me. Please stop shaking me. Please stop shaking me. Please stop shaking me.
Yeah, so that one is using the accelerometer sensors in the phone to be able to know when the angle or when you tilt your phone or when you shake it. So yeah, so I want to introduce games and how we can develop games on App Inventor. So let's go and create a new project. So we're going to create a short, not really a game, but just an introduction to a game using a ball. So let's call it Bouncy or Bounce Ball. Bounce Ball, Bouncy, whatever you want to call it. Remember, it has to be one, don't use spaces. So I hope everyone is there. Create a new project and call it Bounce Ball and then open it. Okay. Okay, I hope everyone is there. Imani, you've created a new project and called it Bounce Ball or Bouncy?
Not yet.
Okay, let's just create a new project. Go to my project, start new project, and then call it Bounce Ball or Bouncy, or whatever name you want to call it. It will basically be a ball that will be bouncing on our screens. Which I've said is that I think we're going to develop more complex games, but let's just start with this one for today as I introduce it. Sean, are we there? Sean? Ben, you can just chat and tell us if you're together. So Chantel says I'm okay. Ben? Imani, you're not there?
Yes.
Okay. Sean, you're quiet. Are you okay? Sean, is Sean with us? Chantel? Sean and Chantel, you're quiet. Anyway, let's continue. So now we are on our, we want to start this introduction to games. So we've created a project called Bounce Ball or Bouncy. So go ahead and go to drawing and animation. Just below user interface, under your components, just below user interface, yeah, drawing and animation. So we want to pick a ball, but before we pick the ball, we need a canvas to draw it on, or just like our platform. So drag and drop the canvas. So if you see the canvas, it's only on one corner of the screen. So we want to fill it on the whole screen. We want the ball to be able to play around on our screen. So go to properties for canvas 1, properties. Are you seeing height? The height and width, change it from automatic to fill parent. I think it's fill parent, yeah. So we want it to fill the whole screen. Say okay. Then the same for the width. So now you'll notice whenever we'll be creating games, we're going to be selecting the canvas and then expanding it to fill parent or to fill our entire screen. So now go ahead and pick a ball and place it on the screen. Okay, so there we have our ball. So you can either use a ball or you can select your own image. Are you seeing where it says image sprite? Just take your cursor, yeah. Are you seeing where it says image sprite? So if we wanted to create a different object, maybe we wanted the cartoon character, something that's not a ball to be on our app, we'd then pick the image sprite and then upload an image to it. So yeah, so that's our ball. When you go to the properties, we can change the size of this ball, we can change its speed, and we can change even its color. So just go ahead and change the radius to 10. Yeah, you can change speed to 10 as well. Be 10.0. Okay, just scroll down. Just go back up. Oh, the color. Are you seeing paint color? Paint color. So make the ball whatever color you want it to be. Okay, you want it to be blue, whatever color you want it to be. So now we've set our canvas, we've set up our screen, and we've set up our ball. So let's go to blocks now and see what we can do there. I still want to hear from Chantel and Sean. Are you with us? Okay. Imani and Leilani, you okay?
Yes. Yeah.
Then Mary, I think Sean and Chantel got disconnected or something.
Yeah, let me just look for them. The internet
Okay.
is unstable. Even here, there's a time I went off.
Okay. So we just
Let me
continue.
just look for them.
We can continue.
Yeah, just continue. I'm looking.
Okay. Okay, so we are continuing. So when you come to blocks, we now want to program, or we want to tell the ball what it's going to be doing on the screen. So just a minute. So you see where you have ball? So go ahead and select the function that says when ball one is flung, do something. When ball one flung, X, Y speed, heading, X velocity, do something. Are you seeing it? I think it's the fourth one. Yeah, that one. So flung is basically when you know, like how you play Flappy Bird. So flung is when you use your finger to sort of like spin the ball and make it move around. So we are seeing it has a few variables there. It has X, Y, X and Y is the position on the screen. So just go back to your screen, go back to the designer. So when you're at designer, are you seeing on the screen, the top left, just move your cursor so that you can see if you're getting which part I mean. Yeah, the farthest corner there is 0.00. So when you move to your right, that is X coordinates. And when you move down horizontally, no, vertically. Okay, so that's X. Then the other direction is Y. If you go down, yeah, that's Y. So the farthest corner where you had started, that is 0.00 on the screen. And then the others are .xy. So what we wanted to do, we go back to blocks. So go ahead and click where ball is, and then we want to add something to the do. So when ball one is flank, do set ball one heading 2. Look for the functions that are in green. No, ball one. Yeah, go down, scroll down. Look for the green ones. Just go, continue. We're looking for set ball 1 speed. Leilani? Yes, that one. So go ahead and put it there, yeah. Yeah. So just let it go, I think. Okay, I want you to copy and paste it. I want to copy you to copy paste it because you want to set two things. You want to set speed and you want to set heading. So copy and paste it. Like copy and then paste it. Just Control C. No, undo. Right click and undo. No, I want you to, okay, right click. Yours doesn't have undo. Okay, just ignore one. I wanted you to, okay, just drag one away from the workspace. Just drag it down. Okay, yeah. I wanted you to copy paste only the part that says set ball 1 speed, not the whole thing. So come back to the one on the at the top. So are you seeing that one? Yeah, that one. So yeah, Control C then Control V. Yes. So connect it below it. No, it should click. It's one block. Yes, there. Okay. So set ball 1 speed. The second one should be set ball 1 heading. So just when you click heading, yeah. So go ahead and go to text. So we want to set the ball speed. Now just a minute first, come back to the workspace. So we want to set the speed to the velocity at which someone will be springing the ball, flinging the ball. And then we also want to set the heading to be such that it follows the finger of the one playing the game. So Chantal is saying electricity went out. Okay. So Chantal and Sean, you're now with us.
Yeah.
Okay. So now let's go. You had created a new project. So let's go my project, new project, and call it Bounce Ball. We're introducing games. So someone had said they were very excited about creating games. I think it was Sean. Sean, was it you who wanted to know how to create games?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is an introduction. We'll be doing a more complex game in the next class, but let's just introduce it. So have you created a new project and called it Bounce Ball?
Still loading.
Okay, you're having an issue with internet?
Yeah.
Okay. Chantal? Sean, as it's loading, Leilani, who had shared their screen, Leilani? Whose screen is this? Leilani, it's your screen. Sean, let me know when it's done loading. Let me know when it's back to stable. Leilani? Leilani?
Yeah.
So I want you to, are you seeing where this, just put your cursor over speed. Speed, no, the other one. The one listed up there. So get speed, pull the get speed. Yeah. So now copy paste it down there and change it to get heading. And change it to heading. Okay. So now what you'll do, just connect your app. Connect the app on your phone and tell us what it's doing. Sean, has it finished loading? Sean? It's still loading.
It's done.
Okay, so have you created a new project and called it Bounce Ball?
Yeah.
Okay, go to the design editor. Look for drawing and animation. You've seen it on the left, in the list where we had a button list. Just scroll down and look for animation. Drawing and animation.
Where?
Are you on the design editor?
Yeah.
On the left side, where it has the different components. Are you seeing button list?
Yeah.
So scroll down and look for drawing and animation.
I found it.
Okay, click on it. So we want to use a ball, but in order to use the ball, we need a platform for it. So pick the canvas, drag and drop the canvas. So you've dropped it on your screen.
Yeah.
So you'll realize it's only on one side of the screen and we want it to fill the entire screen. So go to properties on the right side. Are you seeing properties?
Yes.
Are you seeing height and width? Height, width. Change both of them to fill parent. Change the height to fill parent. So fill parent, say okay. And the same for the height.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you've noticed, it's now filled the whole screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now let's go and pick the ball and place it on the canvas. So you've picked the ball?
Yes.
So let's go ahead and change the radius. You want it to be more visible. So maybe you can set the radius to 10 under properties. Has it become bigger?
Yeah, it's 10.
Then look at paint color. You can also change the color. Put whatever color you want the ball to be. You put the color.
Yeah.
And then after that, we also want to set the velocity. You can set the velocity to 10.
Okay.
Okay, now we'll go ahead and program it. So let's go to blocks. Chantal, you're following? Chantal is okay, Sean? She's following?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to blocks now. So when you go to blocks, go to ball 1. Look for a function that says when ball 1 is flung, x, y, speed, heading, x, velocity, y, velocity. When ball 1 is flung.
Yeah.
You've seen it?
Yes.
Then continue to scroll and look for set ball 1 speed 2. Set ball 1 speed 2. It's in green.
Mm.
You can check from Leilani. She's sharing her screen. Look for a function that looks like that. Set ball1 speed 2. You've seen it?
Mm.
Just scroll down. It's green.
Yeah.
Set ball1 speed 2. So drag it to the workspace. So you've dragged it.
Yes.
You've joined it where it say when ball1 flang do. You've added it there.
Yes.
Now go ahead and copy paste it. We want to set the speed and also we want to set the heading. So copy paste it, then you'll change from speed to heading. When you scroll, you'll just see. You can change it from speed to heading. Let us know when you're done.
I changed the speed to heading.
So one is speed, and then you copy paste it and change it to the next one to heading. You can be guided from the screen that Leilani is sharing.
Ah,
You've seen. Okay.
yeah.
So now, when you place your cursor just above speed, you see the speed that x, y, the line that has x, y, speed, heading, x, velocity, y, velocity. When you place your cursor on speed, you'll see it's going to pop up get speed.
Yeah.
So pull the get speed and add it after 2. So ball1 speed to get speed. So it's going, what it does is that it's going to get the speed at which the person will be moving their finger. So then copy paste it and then get heading and add it to the one for heading, just the way Leilani has done it. So Leilani, what is it doing? Is
Yes.
it doing anything? Is it doing
No.
something on? Are you seeing a ball?
Yes, but it's not moving.
You're the one who's supposed to move it with your fingers.
I'm moving my fingers on the screen, but it's not, the ball is not moving.
I don't know. Okay. So maybe what you can do, okay, what if you, what about when you tilt your phone?
It's still not moving.
Maybe what you can do, you remember where we, just a minute. Have you set the speed to 10?
Yes.
Okay, make that speed 0. Go back to blocks and make the speed 0. And make sure the ball is enabled. Are you seeing enabled, the first property?
Yes.
Make sure it's enabled. Then change the speed to 0. Then try it again on your phone. Maybe connect it again. Maybe let me also connect on my phone and see if it works. Okay. Sean, you've been able to catch up on the program. You have all the blocks now?
Yes.
Okay. What about Chantal?
I'm helping her.
Okay, just help her so she can also catch up. Leilani, is it doing anything?
It's not responding to.
Are you trying to like move it with your fingers?
Yes.
Are you trying to fling the ball and it's not doing anything?
No.
Let me just check what it could be. And you said it's enabled?
Yes.
Just share your screen. Are you sharing it? Let me see. Enabled. The speed is 10.
Yes.
Don't know because mine is working. Let's go back to your code. Let's go back to blocks. So when ball one flung, get speed, get heading. Oh, I know why it's not working. You have two identical blocks, so you need to delete one. So delete the one that we had set aside. I think it's getting confused. Yeah, delete that. Great, now it should work. It should now work.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is it doing?
It's moving.
Yeah, so the ball is moving, but you'll realize when it reaches the edge, it just stays there until you move it. So we want to be able to bounce it. So I think I'm going to open my screen and just show them what is happening. Let me share my video. I don't know if you can see. So for mine, it's bouncing at the edges. You can see that? So, but Leilani, just open your video and share with us what it's doing. Because mine is bouncing at the edges. So I want us to now write the part of the code that will make it bounce. So just, huh? So you see for hers, when it gets to the edge, it will just stay there. So just show us again when it gets to, or move it with your fingers and take it nearer to an edge. So we want it now, when it gets to the edge, we want it to be able to bounce, such that when you fling the ball, it will go in the direction you're sending it, and then it's going to bounce at the edge. So let's go ahead and add the code that will make it bounce. So let's go back, and so Sean and Chantel, we are going, and also Pen, we're going to test it. I'm going to follow up with you after the class, and then we'll see how we can set up emulator so that you can be able to test it out. So let's go to blocks. Under ball, Leilani and everyone, look for when ball edge reached. When ball edge reached, it's in orange. So when you see it, just drag it. Share your screen. Who's sharing their screen? Somebody share their screen. Sean, share your screen. Yes, so when ball one edge reached, so we want when it reaches the edge, we want it to bounce. So go back to ball, let's look for bounce. So look for a purple block which says call bounce, ball one to bounce the edge, at the edge. Everyone has found it? Call ball one bounce. Yes. Then when you place your cursor above edge, you should see get edge. No. Yeah, there, no, yeah, get edge. So pull get edge and add it to the block. So now let's just go over what our program does. So when you fling the ball, so when ball 1 is flung, do this. So when ball 1 is flung, it will set the speed by getting the speed at which you're moving your fingers. It will also set the ball's heading to whatever heading the direction of your fingers, basically. And then now, without this second part, it was only able to move, and when it got to the edge, you had to like move it from the edge because it would get stuck there. So now we want it when it gets to the edge to be able to bounce. So when ball 1 reaches edge, it should call the ball to bounce from that edge, okay? So now go ahead and connect your companion and tell us what it's now doing. Leilani, you can just show us on your camera what it's now doing. It should be able to now bounce. Maybe you can make the ball bigger. Go to blocks and maybe make it even 20 so that you can see it. It can be more visible. So you can play around with how you want the ball to look. You can even download an image of a real ball and upload it. So when you go to blocks, Sean, just go to blocks. No, blocks. Oh, sorry, designer, design editor. Let's go back to design editor. So we finished with the, so are you seeing paint color? Are you seeing the properties of the ball? So you can be able to change the color, you can change the radius, you can change the speed. Just scroll down. So if we had wanted to use an image of an actual ball, we would have picked image sprite and then uploaded an image. Are you seeing media upload file? Place your cursor there, no, on the right, just under the components. Are you seeing media down? Are you seeing that upload file? So if we had an image of a ball, we would have chosen file and uploaded it, but just cancel it for now. So in your own free time, you can save an image of a ball and then upload it there. And then instead of ball, use image sprite. And then try to just follow the code the way we've done. So Leilani, I was saying, change your radius of the ball to 20. You can also change it, Sean, to make it more visible. You can make it even 20. Yeah. So yeah, Leilani, we want to see what yours is doing. I had shown you what mine is doing. So when it gets to the edge, it's going to bounce. And it will move at a velocity of 10. Or if you're not moving, it will move at a velocity of 10, or it will just follow whatever speed your fingers are moving at. So Leilani, share with everyone what you're seeing.
My companion disconnected. I need to reconnect it.
So you come again. Leilani?
Yes?
You said?
It's reconnecting.
Okay.
It's
So
here.
now, okay, just show everyone what you done. No, just, it will now bounce on its own when it gets to the edge. So just, yeah.
Wow. That's awesome.
And also show. So when it gets to the edge, it's going to bounce and just move around your screen. So initially, before we added the function for bouncing at the edge, it was only getting to the edge and getting stuck there. So yeah, that's our introduction to games. We'll do a more complex one next time. But yeah, at least you've understood how to make those things move on your screens when you're playing games. This is how they do it. Okay? Okay.
I think we'll contact you individually. So I don't know. We could use the emails. We can schedule a time because everyone. I think some people have challenges on their computers, so we'll just contact you individually so that maybe for Sean and Chantel, maybe we'll contact you both at the same time. Same with Leilani and Imani, and then for Vane as well. So we'll contact all of you separately between today and next week. So we just have everything set up and working. But otherwise, I think today has been nice. So everyone happy? Sean?
Maybe everyone can just say something about today's class as we wind up. Ben is good.
Leilani, what do you think of today?
It's been good.
You've learned a few things.
Awesome.
Yes.
Okay.
Imani?
Today was fun.
That's I'm happy with that. Yeah, learning should always be fun. So you learn something new and you're able to do to enjoy it as well. So just a challenge, just have a look at what you've been doing and try even do something different. And maybe if it's maybe like in the next class, you can show off something you've done and you didn't think you would be able to do it. Chantel and Sean?
Ben says, I love it. I have learned
That's
new.
good.
I'm very happy with that. So it will get even more exciting because right now, you haven't seen things moving. So you'll start seeing, you'll be writing code and things move and do things like, I call it being a magician. So yeah, you'll be one soon. So yeah, but I'm happy everyone is happy. So just keep learning. Okay.
So we have a short quiz. You'll get the link will be shared to you later. So it's just multiple choice questions, very easy ones. So yeah, you should do them before the next class.
Yeah. So just to have a look at the quiz, I think it should be sent on email. So yeah.
We should try the traffic lights.
Yeah, also there is a challenge for the traffic lights, but I think most people have had a challenge with that. So we'll contact all of you so that we schedule, we just set up all the computers to work. And then before the next class, you do the traffic lights. Okay. Okay. And have a nice Friday and a nice weekend. Bye.
You too.
Bye. Bye.